Hey guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I'm gonna try to jump in for the last few minutes.
Okay.
Fritosport is now live.
How'd it go out there?
Streaming games plus demos. Fritosport Racing Team.
It's very hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh damn. Like 116, 115 hot?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
115.
Crazy. So we'll be sliding around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of fast times though. Well, not a
Really?
lot, but
Yeah.
Phil's doing 134.3.
Jeez.
Matt Solaris did a 33.9.
Wow. That's crazy.
I've got a 35.2.
Oh, very nice.
That's about as good as I can get it. Now I'm struggling in the heat.
Yeah, that's where I struggled. I would get understeer and then an oversteer. And it just felt like I was fighting the car the whole time.
Chuck ran a 35.4, but then he was struggling big time. So he's like, I'm gonna ditch it or get out of here before it gets worse.
Yeah, you can start getting too much into your head.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem that some of us are fighting is just overdriving. Yeah, you got a backer moving up so much, especially in the heat.
I end up doing that so much, overdriving. By the time I notice, I feel like I'm losing positions and just sliding around everywhere.
Yep.
So easy this track's in.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it feels like there's only one real line there to be quick, and passing is going to be so difficult here. It's going to be basically people having to make mistakes.
Yep. So I think qualifying here is going to be really important.
Yeah, qualifying and keeping it on the track, right?
Yep. And racing your own race. Don't worry about everybody else. Just keep yourself clean.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to qualify. I was thinking of just starting in the back, but you're not going to get anywhere that way, you know?
It's going to be really hard to make up spots, I think.
Right. I mean, you can try to undercut, but that's going to be so hard anyway.
Yep.
It's such a gamble because you never know. You could come out and you're in a pack of cars, and then your race is down the drain. Then.
That's why I like JRT because it gives you an estimate based on.
Oh yeah.
Double check your car setup.
Your pit selection.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Radio check.
Gives you a
Spotter, radio check.
You're gonna come out at, so, and it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
That's been really helpful for me this year is knowing when I'm gonna have free air or what I'm gonna get myself into. Like if it's a bunch of lap cars or if the leaders are coming or.
Yeah, and I gotta see if JRT is now available in VR. I thought I heard it was.
Pit lane speed limit is 56 kilometers per hour.
But I don't know for sure.
Go.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
A couple updates, so.
Right. Yeah, it's such a good tool for iRacing.
It is.
We'll have to go check it out. I've got race laps right now, but
watch your speed.
Race Labs is pretty. Like JRT is not the prettiest thing in the world. But the data that's there and what you're able to do with it is it's pretty amazing.
So precise.
Yep. It's very precise. I like it.
well, really, the pit thing sounds really awesome. I mean,
yeah,
that is what's nice.
Yeah, it helps you out big time. Just being able to manage your race and understand, where am I going to be. I just like having a track map too, so I know where people are.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that is nice.
I can tell who's coming. Like if it's a leader's coming or if I'm going to get stuck in a bunch of lap cars or something. It's good to know.
So you have the dash and the map up?
The leader has just done a 135.3.
I got my tire data up, so like in practice, I know what they were when I got off the track. Like I know where the temperature was.
Yeah.
And where it's at in the tire.
Yeah, I'm running the Sim Hub and or Sim Lab or whatever it is, and the race slabs right now. So I use the Sim for the dash, but
Okay.
sounds like I could do that with both. Do both with the JT though, or
Yeah.
JRT.
You
Yeah.
can do everything on JRT, yeah. And I have timing up in the corner, so it tells me, you know, what stint everybody's on when if they're in the pit lap or out lap or in lap.
Yeah.
I can kind of look at everything up there and just see what's going on.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Wish iRacing would just let you be able to plug in someone else's lap time.
Yeah, that
You
would
can.
The leader's just done a
I think you can.
135.2.
But you have to have their O lap or B lap file
Yeah, no, I meant like just like
in an easier way.
right now it would be great if I could set as my
Watch
relative,
your speed.
like
1.
set someone's time and say, hey,
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be neat.
That's a new fastest lap for Best, 134.8.
getting on the gas too early.
Which setup are you running, Edgar?
Me? Oh, Frito Rodam with 60% brake.
Okay.
I was trying a different one, but I couldn't get it to rotate. But the brake on that was like 58.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just struggling with that. I couldn't get the front end to turn in.
Yeah, I'm running your Frito. I was actually just running 61, but I'm gonna try
Yeah.
60.
Yeah, 60 seemed to work for me when we did a race here with AI, and I felt good with that. I feel like here I need to rotate off the front sometimes, like at the corkscrew or other corners.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm just on out laps right now, but even on the second lap, with the other setup, I felt with the 58, I couldn't get the front end to turn in when I wanted it to. Man, I'm going into like four-wheel drifts and the Andretti hairpin. So hot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Feels so weird because I was driving LMP2 earlier today.
Yeah.
Dude, it is so weird.
Yeah, the BMW league that I ran, one
Yeah.
of the seasons was the new LMP1 car, whatever it is.
Oh wow, yeah.
And trying to run that and the Mustang the same week, like at some point I was just like, yeah, I just need to stop running the prototype because it was,
Such a difference, man.
yeah,
All downforce and no downforce.
yeah, the braking's completely different.
Yeah.
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
Solarisic's still running 35 twos, and he's on 19 lap old tires.
That's crazy.
He is hauling ass.
So I'm saying it's Aero. He's just using a Smurf account.
I think
I
so.
know, right?
I think so.
Probably. I've never seen that guy before.
Me either. He drives a lot like Aero too.
Really?
You're running last.
Really smooth.
Laps of fuel 19.
from what I can tell. Trying to follow him.
Yeah. See a lot of dirt on the track too.
Yep.
Watch the track limits, please, Ed. P12.
Laps of fuel 18.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. Sector 1 is 0.7, off the pace.
Those opening laps are going to be so scary.
And yeah, that I was actually spending most of my time trying to find a setup that I could live with the first couple of laps.
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't too like a couple of setups. I was just like spitting straight away.
Yeah,
You need
that's
to
what
find
I
a
was
10th
worried
in
about.
Sector 2.
Like yours, the Frito one, you have to be gentle on it, but it's pretty controllable on cold,
Yeah, yeah.
which I really like about it.
Like, I mean, might lose a couple positions, but once it's dialed, you might be able to stay with them, you know?
Yeah. Just seems forgiving.
Yeah.
They'll invalidate this lap, track limits.
Yeah, Matt Solarczyk is fast. Damn. Sitting in P1, huh?
Yep.
P12. Laps of fuel 17.
He's real fast.
I feel like he's been in our races before, but I don't remember
Maybe
him doing.
PZC or something.
Yeah, maybe, but well, we closed the league, so he must have been in a couple of them.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
been
he
in a
was.
bunch of them.
Yeah.
He just has trouble during the race. He's fast though.
Yeah.
Like,
So hard to be consistent here too, man. Jeez.
yep.
Yeah. It's like you feel a little slow, so then you just push, and then
Sector
you're
2
even
is
slower.
0.5, off the pace.
Yep, that's when you bites.
Where this track gets you.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't decide if I want 61 or 60.
61 might be pretty good. I think I'm feeling a little bit too much ABS kicking on too.
Yeah.
P12.
That's your best lap in the session.
Laps of fuel
That
16.
puts you 1.8 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. Mind these track limits, please, Ed.
Yeah, it's like if you're offline just a hair, man, you lose so much time.
Yep.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
P12. Laps of fuel 14.
Track limits, keep it within the lines.
Alright. I am going to cool it.
All right.
All right, man.
I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
Later.
Take care, man.
Tip.
Yeah, this is tough. I feel like I'm fighting the car sometimes just to keep it on the edge, but on track at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like you're having to give a lot of steering input, like
Yep.
sawing at the wheel sometimes?
Yep. And then I'm wondering if I'm over driving. Like
Yeah.
it's really hard to figure out what it wants.
Exactly. I feel like I was over braking too, just braking way too hard too in some
The
places.
leader has just done a
Yep.
135.1.
I started backing my brake up a little bit and then braking less overall.
Yeah, that helps for sure. That's what I'm noticing now. That
And
final corner is so tough too.
Yeah, it is.
P12. Laps of fuel 13.
Just got to be gentle here. Seems like
Yeah.
the more gentle I drive it, the more I pick up. As soon
I think
as
you're right.
start pushing.
Yeah, I think you're right. Definitely can feel the difference already.
Slow the entry down and then get on the throttle sooner. Like wait
Yes.
until the car rotates and then get on it as soon as you can.
Sector 1
And I
is
pick up
0.7 off
like
the
a tenth
pace.
here, a tenth there.
But it's like even sometimes it just has to be smooth too, even on the throttle.
Yep.
You can't
Yep.
just mash.
Nope.
As long as it's gradual and progressing.
Yep.
Damn, I
Continually
just went off turn 5. Yeah, exactly, continually.
Okay, Ed, we need to watch these track limits.
Continually push the car, with the throttle. It's so.
P12.
And if you're out of rhythm here, like this track is so much of a rhythm too.
Yeah,
Like
that's
because
true.
you're always doing something here.
You're always turning.
The leader has just
loaded
done a
up.
134.7.
So if you lose that rhythm, it's almost like that lap is dead.
Exactly. It
You
makes
gotta
you really
stick with
think
it.
a lot.
Yep. That's why I've always liked this track. It's difficult, but when you get
Yeah.
it right, it is so rewarding.
That's so true. It feels so good when you conquer a good lap here.
Oh yeah. I've always just
P12.
thought this is like a
Laps of
mammoth
fuel
of a
12.
track to try to get around. Because
Oh yeah.
some corners are really flat and the radius kind of changes a little bit, and then some have a little bit of a bank to it. Then
Yeah,
the
I love it.
corkscrew. I do too.
I know a lot of people hate it, but I love it. It is definitely a challenge. And
Yep.
if you can make passes here and hang on to your car, man, like you said, it feels so good.
Oh yeah. I think it's one of the more challenging
Sector 1 is
tracks,
0.5
and
off the pace.
It makes you work for it.
For sure.
Like-
no matter
like-
what car,
Right. Like coming off Road America, it's like that track is difficult in its own right, but it's a lot of braking zones.
Yeah.
Like that track is braking zone heavy. Like if you nail your braking zones, you probably got a good shot to run a pretty decent lap.
Yeah, to where here you're braking and cornering and dealing with elevation changes, and it's insane.
Yep. This one's a beast.
P12.
You're now 2.1 off the leader's pace. You've just done a 136.8. You've gone outside of track limits there.
You know, it's going to be really easy to rack up the incident points too.
Oh yeah, for me especially.
Oh, I've been struggling with it the whole time.
Yeah, keeping your nose clean here is going to be a tough one. I need to put a big sign on my monitor that says just be patient.
Yeah, it's like you got to be patient, not just with the cars around you, but the track.
Just driving the track.
Yeah, getting that car rotated and not,
Yep.
you know, like we were saying, over braking or throttling down too hard.
Yep. For me, it's getting on the throttle too early,
Yeah,
and then I have to over brake the car into the corner, almost like stop it and then go, instead of keep the flow. Like, be patient, just let the car work.
we need to be able to put post-it notes on the dash or something.
Yeah. Need a big neon sign that just blinks at me and
P12.
says be patient.
Laps of fuel
Yeah.
10.
En la derecha lento. Cuidado, lento por la derecha.
Hey, good to see you, Jeff.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Okay, Ed, you've got half your fuel left. This lap will be invalidated. Watch the track limits.
Yeah, you were right about backing up the braking points. I keep forgetting about it. How
Yep,
much
me too.
I backed them up last time.
Yep.
P12. Laps of fuel 9.
Yeah, this is a track that does not like, track and car that did not like to be pushed too hard.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Especially when it's greasy like this.
Oh yeah.
Track's hot. There's no point in pushing the car that hard.
Yeah, it makes sense, because otherwise you're just hurting the tires and you're not going anywhere.
Exactly. Just putting all the heat in the tire. Which on this car isn't doing anything but making things worse.
Yeah, it really brings out the weight of it.
Especially in the front.
That's your quickest lap in this session.
Laps of fuel 8.
Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. Okay, Ed, we need to watch the track limits.
I was trying to catch Matt Thompson, but I keep making mistakes.
Uh-oh. Gotcha. Ooh. 35.6. I can do that.
Nice.
P12. Laps of fuel 7.
I was positive delta through the first half of the track. It's the back half that I'm struggling with now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm struggling at Andretti hairpin and then the final corner. But also turn 5 going up the mountain.
Yeah. That's where I'm struggling,
Damn.
is turn 5.
Yeah, I just can't seem to hit it
We
consistently.
need to watch these track limits.
That, and for some reason the corkscrew's giving me problems tonight. I was good there in our mock race. I was doing fine.
Yeah, I don't know why it feels so different now. I mean, the heat was about the same.
Yeah. Like I've gotten... I think this is my 5th slowdown in the corkscrew, and I didn't have any issues with that last time. So I don't know what the hell's going on with me tonight.
That's what's so tough. This track really messes with you mentally sometimes.
It does. Chuck was having the same problem. He's like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, wow.
So I think we're all struggling with that a little bit. It's just what is happening.
Yeah. Hopefully the other guys will struggle tomorrow too. Or I mean on Tuesday.
Well, my laps held up to at 9th, so that's good.
Yeah, man. Good job. I'm trying, but I keep getting stuck.
P12.
Making mistakes.
Laps of fuel 6.
What'd you run?
135.1. Or I don't know if in this session, but that's been my best here.
Okay.
I don't think, no, I think that was when we ran before.
Yeah.
Tonight, I think that
Just 2
best
minutes
I got
left,
was like
2
a
minutes to
136
go.
flat.
Okay. Well, you're in 12th, so there's a gap behind me. A big one.
Yeah.
If a 36 flat is 12th and I'm 9th at 35.2,
Yeah, there's a big gap.
there's 8/10 a gap right there for 3 positions. That's a big gap.
Standings.
Like between cars.
I did a 135.444 here, actually. I guess
Okay.
that was my best. So you have a 135.2, then
Yep.
David Moore and is at a 135.272, and Todd
Okay.
Hansen's at 135.4, and then
Okay.
it's me.
Sector 2 is
But I have a
1.6
feeling you'll
seconds
be able
off
to
the
get
pace.
away.
All right, Ed,
Yeah,
10 minutes
in
of
the
fuel
race, I
remaining.
always seem to do pretty well,
Yeah.
especially long-term pace.
Yeah, you keep it cool and you'll be good, like always.
My
Relative.
laps don't fall off as much, like over the full run.
Good.
My average stays pretty consistent. Where I notice some guys are really fast out of the gate and then they slow down big time.
Yeah, that tends to happen to me
P12.
because I just get too nervous,
Laps
I
of
think,
fuel
and then
5.
I overdrive for
Sector
too
3
long.
is 1.3 off the pace.
Yeah, that usually happens to me before the pit stop, and then when I pit, I usually kind of reset myself.
Oh, nice.
I go, you know what you got, let's just, bring it home.
Yeah, good thinking.
That's what I try to do. Use it time to, like, the tires cool off a little bit, so you get kind of a chance to Put in
No,
a
it's,
couple.
it's a good
Checkered
mentality,
flags
you know,
out,
to think about it
P12.
that way.
Yep.
Sometimes I think I should try to do that more. Otherwise, I just get myself into more trouble.
Yep. I just find out it's a time to take a little bit of a break.
Relative.
And, like, the car's gonna cool off just a touch,
Yeah.
so the tires will feel a little bit better coming out, but you know they're gonna struggle. Like, especially if you're not taking tires, you know what you got. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's not gonna get any better. So then it's just like, okay, I know we just put fuel in. You can kind of breathe because, you know, the pit's over with, so that worry is gone. And then it's just like, I know what I got, I know where I'm at, and we just got to run, you know, clean to the end. I think of it,
Yeah.
you know, kind of like a mini endurance race, you know?
Well, that's a
Sad.
perfect way to think about it for sure.
P12. Laps of fuel 4.
So many times you get wrapped up in, I got to do this, and I got to be here, and it's like, don't worry about it. It'll come to you.
It's
As we've
quicker the
seen
other way
so
up.
many times.
Yeah, that's a great way to think about it, especially with this temperature and the tires the way they go.
Yep. Just, hey, it's going to be a long one. It's going to be tough. Let's just keep it on track. Keep it moving forward. And that seems to work out. I mean, that's the way I did it last season at the end. I finished in the top, 3 in points. This season, if I
Yeah.
did start back, I mean, same
Yeah,
thing.
I think you could be right there, man. I think you still have
Oh,
a
yeah.
chance, So,
Oh,
but
for
yeah,
sure.
it was fun starting in the back, but man, it just doesn't feel like racing to me. Like I feel like I gotta qualify,
Yeah.
even if it goes bad,
Like, it's fun. I think the most places I made up was 27.
Yeah,
Starting from the back, but it's like, okay, I only made it up to like 17th or something. It's like
right.
all that work, still only 17th, and I need more
Exactly.
points than that.
Yep, exactly, and that's what got me thinking too. It's like, yeah, we made up a lot of positions and survived, and that's good, but just doesn't feel like
That's
a
the
race
end of
to
the
me.
session. P12.
So that's why I'm committed to qualifying, and
Yeah.
if it's meant to work out, it's gonna work out. If not,
Well, I
it
think you
won't.
should, especially because you're in
Oh,
the
yeah.
upper half of this. I basically feel like I'm in the damn middle, but still, I mean, it can get better. So, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
to come in for the 30 minutes and it's melting hot, I feel I did okay.
yeah, it's hot.
All right, Mike. Well, hope you have a good Monday, man, and then reach out if you need anything. Otherwise, we'll see you on Tuesday.
Will
Good
do.
job out here, man. Good work.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we'll see you Tuesday.
All right, thanks for the advice too. Take care, man.
Yep. Bye. Oh, bye.